All right, all right. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Eric F. King, and welcome to Wake Up and Win with Eric and Friends. I'm especially excited because I'm interviewing one of my favorite coaches. She's a confidence coach, Marion Swingler, and I'm gonna give her an appropriate introduction in a moment. But Marion, if you can just say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for choosing yourself, your business, and growth in your life.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so today we're talking about an incredible topic, and that's confidence. And the reason why I say it's an incredible topic is because no matter what you do in life, you need confidence, right? People say, well, maybe I need to go back to school to get more education. It doesn't matter how many PhDs or MBAs you have. If you don't have confidence, it's hard to achieve anything, right? So I'm going to talk briefly about two things: self-confidence and self-talk, actually into one, and then self-promotion. All right. So the first thing is self-talk. Do you know that for most of us, the things we say to ourselves, if other people said it, it would be fighting words. We would not be friends anymore, right? People say, I suck, or I've never been good at this. Don't ever say something like that, right? Don't, like, if here's the thing: the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, it treats everything like it's real, right? So if I say I've never been good at online marketing, guess what? I'm not going to post anymore. I'm not going to send messages anymore. I'm not going to do videos anymore because I've convinced myself that I'm not good. So what you should do instead is tell yourself, I'm getting better every day. I'm getting better every day. So no matter what you do, I'm getting better every day. And that will program your mind to want to keep pushing forward. Right? One thing I say affirmations. And I love affirmations. People say, oh, that's woo-woo affirmation. Well, let me tell you something. I know billionaires that say affirmations. People like Oprah Winfrey, they say affirmations. So I'll do what they did. Yeah, I'll do what they did, right? And I say things like, I'm a great salesperson. People love to buy from me. I love helping families. I'm helping 100 families to level up their income this year, right? I say that at the beginning of the day, and guess what? It becomes a reality, right? Because I'm saying that into the universe, and I believe it, right? I believe everything I say. So what I want you to do from today on is do not say anything negative about yourself. Look, if people are going to criticize you, why are you going to add to that? Why do you want to be a part of the people that criticize you? Right? I have 3 sons, and I tell them all the time, I don't want to hear that you can't do something. I don't want to hear that it's that you don't have the skill or the capability or none of that. So when they're about to say something, they literally put their hand on the mouth like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I can do it. I'm getting better, right? Because I want them to realize that self-talk is huge, huge. All right. Next thing I'm going to talk about is self-promotion. Now, this one it's very important because we live in a society where it's not kosher to promote yourself because it almost seems like you're arrogant, right? But here's what I want to tell you. If you're promoting yourself for just your benefit, then it's arrogant. But if you're promoting yourself to help other people, then you're helping people. You're not being arrogant, okay? So a lot of people that are really successful, right? So, okay, look at someone like Anthony Robbins, right? Anthony Robbins, they interview him, and he talks about how he's helped, Andre Agassi and Serena Williams and Bill Clinton. He talks about how he's helped all these people. Self-promotion, right? But because of the self-promotion, people listen to him, and then he helps the masses, right? So it benefits people for him to promote himself. If you don't promote yourself, nobody will promote you. I'm just telling you that. Nobody will promote you. I mean, all of you know that when I do an event and I do a meeting like this, I tell you to promote it on your social media, right? Promote. Why? Because I know it's going to help people, all over the world. Right now, we already have people in America and Europe on the line right now. And this video is going to go viral. It's going to go to Africa, India, America, Canada, all over the world. Why? Because what we have is important. So I urge you to share, okay? Don't be selfish. Share with others, all right? So one thing I want to say about self-promotion is this. What you need to do is find something you're good at, something that you can help people with if you don't have one already, right? Something that you know you have a gift and you can help people, you can transform lives with it. Once you have it, then promote it. Promote yourself. Get on events like this. Get on podcasts. Speak on stages. Get in audio rooms. You want to share it. Promote so you can help get the word out and you can help more people. And lastly, I'm going to promote something right now. I'm going to give you a good example, right? I have an event coming up. I've never done something like this in my life, and I'm excited about it. It's on September 20th. All right, it's a Wednesday. I'm flying or driving, I'm not even sure yet, to North Carolina in this big studio. I call it an Anthony Robbins studio because it's huge, right? I'm going to be speaking on how to sell with confidence for 2 hours. All the information I've learned over 25 years that I've used to sell over $30 million in products and services, I'm going to share with you on the 20th. I'm going to create that and make it into a course. So people that want it will have to buy it. But guess what? You get it for free. If you show up. If you show up that day, you get it. You get the whole thing for free and the recording. That's right. So here's what you do. Go to successwitheric.com/summit. Successwitheric.com/summit. You get registration for free. And if you show up and you turn your camera on, you get everything for free. And trust me, the information I'm giving you is powerful because I've trained a lot of people, right? I've coached a lot of people, and people say it's transformative, right? So it's not me, it's them, right? So that's my 10 minutes. Now it is my honor and my privilege to introduce to you a good friend of mine, one of the best, I was going to say one of the best confidence coaches, but I don't know anyone better. So let's go ahead and say the best confidence coach I've ever seen, ever. One of the best in the world for sure. All right? She's a confidence coach out of Maryland, not far from me actually. I just found that out of Maryland. She is a podcast host. Okay, so I was even on her podcast, Confident You. She's doing incredible things, helping so many people. So I'm going to pass the mic over to my good friend, Marion Swingler. Go ahead, Marion.
That is the first tip. Cheer for you. You have to be excited about yourself. Eric, thank you for this opportunity to come before your global community and share in the area of confidence. Listen, you started out with fire. Man, I'm like, wait a minute. So we can stay right there. Those words, that mouth, the things that you say, they definitely, can I say, build your community. They build your community around you. They build your actual environment. The atmosphere around you is built on your words, the things that you say, audibly, and the things that you say in your mind, the things that you say consciously. Oh, I know. This is what I say. This is who I am. This is it. This is what I'm going to do. The things that you say subconsciously. I caught myself saying subconsciously all the time, I'm tired. I didn't even realize that was my response to everything. I'm getting ready to do something. I'm tired. And it was subconscious. It was in my mind. It did not come out of my mouth, but I would speak to myself. I would speak that to myself. And I did not realize how much that affected me, because that then pushed me into being lazy. I would just pass the time doing something else than what I should be doing, what I had actually intended on doing, what I had in my mind and in my heart, all good intentions on doing. And then that little voice in the back of my mind would say, I'm tired. And all of a sudden, I'm lazy. I'm pushing the time. I'm passing the time doing something else because that little phrase, I'm tired, that's how many letters? Those letters actually kept me paralyzed and bound to doing nothing for decades, and I had never paid attention. Eric, my message today is, first, let's start with be mindful. The second B will be grateful. That third B will be helpful. Yes, piggybacking off of my first visit here last Friday, where I gave you, let's see, those B's were very vital to your business all around you. They were all around you. Who's before you? What mentors are you getting? What are you looking for? And I'm telling you, you can do these things. If you feel like I don't have it, I don't know, listen, there are free things. You can go on YouTube and you can pull out a book that you already have. Take out a pen and a piece of paper and really dissect that. So I gave you the challenge of finding 3. Go on social media, go on YouTube, find a book, find a magazine, find a blog. Find 3 in your field and really do get that expertise that you need to set you apart, to set you aside, to set you above in your arena, in that expertise that you do. The second B from last week, just a quick review, was beside you. Listen, who do you have in your sphere, in that world that you're making? I'm honored to have Eric F. King in my community, in Marion land. I am excited to have him there because when I don't know something that is in his field of expertise, which happens to be something that I'm building in me, I'm building that confidence, because I can confidently tell you right now, I am a compassionate closer. My name is Marion Swingler. I have completed his course, and now I have great confidence in my sales, where for decades I was taught that thing that Eric just talked about, that it was kind of being selfish, that it wasn't being, you weren't helping others. You're building yourself up. You're not building anybody else up with that. So that those people beside you, that's what I found in him, building that community for yourself. And don't forget those people behind you, those people you can mentor, because it proves to you that you actually know what you say. You know, it gives you an opportunity to share it, gives you an opportunity to actually hear that innocent ear and heart and mind, hearing it and asking questions that you never even thought of. But you're actually going to grow through that mentorship. You're teaching someone else and yet learning at the same time. So today, with these 3 B's we have today, listen, you want to make sure that you're being mindful. This is internal work. Those were the B's all around you. These are the B's within you. You want to be mindful. You want to be aware. First, amazingly enough, Eric started with, and I had no idea what I was speaking on. You want to be aware of what you're saying to yourself. We already talked about how subconsciously, you may not even know, like pay attention to that. But you also want to be mindful of what you're saying about yourself. What are you saying to others? Oh, that's just me. I'm like that. I had to give up. Oh, I'm not good with money. I had to give that up. I had to let that go. I had to do a bonfire and light it up and turn on my class, my compassionate closer class with Eric King, and actually get the knowledge that I need. I had to drop everything I was saying about myself for decades. I had to let that go. I actually had to lay that to rest and choose to want better for myself. Choose to show up and say, listen, I'm getting this. Oh, this is going to be amazing, because not only am I getting it, I'm getting it to the point that I can teach it to somebody else. I want to be able to look at my kids and go, hey, no. You're starting a business? This is how you approach that sales. This is what you do with that call. This is what you do here. This is what you do there. Trust. If I can't teach it to them, how well, or at least impress upon them the information that I've learned, how well have I learned it? That gives me even more checks in my box. Like, girl, you got this, because I'm giving it to someone else. That's how strong mentorship is. And then you want to be mindful about the things that you do. You never know who's watching you. It really does mess with your credibility with the things that you do. So you want to be mindful, aware of what you're thinking, saying to yourself, aware of what you're saying about yourself, and aware of what you're doing, what you're physically doing. Make that thing, that plan that you made about yourself really, really shine through. This is what I'm saying on paper. I want to write down, this is how I want to show up. This is what I want said about me when it's done. When it's all said and done, this is what I want said. This is what I want remembered. This is what I want passed down through the generations about this auntie, this mom, this sister, this cousin, this daughter, this granddaughter, this coach of confidence. So you want to make sure that you have that idea of who you are and then actually do those things. It's a plan that needs to be put in place. Listen, that second B is be grateful. Oh, my goodness. Even in trials, I know who's going to be happy when something's happening. I want to share something very near and dear to me, something very, very personal. When they looked at me and said, we don't know how he's sitting there. Excuse me. We don't know how he's sitting there. See, what they didn't know is that what you don't know is that my son was sitting on the bed. He was 16. And they said his kidneys were stones. They don't know how he's sitting there. You better I want you to hear me. Because I said to myself, you better find this. You have to find it. You have to be purposeful in your point of view in every situation. You're literally telling me you don't know how my son is living, moving, and having his being because he shouldn't be there because his kidneys were scarred tissue. Guess what? This mama was angry at first, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, but then I found that joy because of the purposeful thinking. I went before God, and he's like, yo, you could have found this out a whole different way. You could have found out this actually from an autopsy. So you have to be grateful, like, wait, we got a chance to fight. If I know this, I got a chance to fight. If nothing else, in that moment, guess what? I had a chance to say, I love you. This is what I love about you. This. You just have to grasp on what is the good in this moment. How can this moment be victorious for me and for others right now? I walked through that hospital with joy. I walked through that to the point that they started to talk. No, her. I know you're in this situation and you see all those other faces in that room. Talk to the smiling face because we're not even getting why she's smiling. He's here. He's here for us to figure this out. Let's figure this out. I just want you to know that was 2016. It's 2013, and my man is still doing an amazing job of living, moving, and having his being. The last B is be helpful. I'm always going to go back to that mentorship. Be helpful. It actually is selfish. It doesn't sound like it is, but it is very selfish to be helpful. It makes you feel amazing to see that you've done something for someone else. You saw that light flick on like, oh, I got it. I got an idea. I have an understanding, and now I can run forth with my plan, with my purpose, with my intention, and whatever that thing is. Listen, be helpful. I am telling you, it is the most selfish thing you can do, but it's also very it's selfless, but it's more above. Most people go, oh, that's selfless. You're just giving. No, It confirms a lot for you. It confirms your heart for people and your concern and the things that you know, your mind. It confirms that, listen, my words are powerful. Because right now in this mentoring moment, I could make or break someone else's future in the things that I say. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you, Eric, again. I am Marion Swingler. I am your coach to your confident voice to be heard anytime, any place, wherever you are. How do I do this? I do this by building your confidence in your thoughts, building your confidence in the things that you say, and building your confidence in the things that you write. Why? Because you want to be a speaker. You want to be an expert in your field and show up and speak, but then you want to be able to write a book so that people can get that information when you're not physically there. You're actually still there because everything that you thought, you think, and do, you have put in a manuscript that they can go to whenever they need to. I'm excited. Again, Marion Swingler. Follow me on Instagram. That is MarionsWingler. Yes, Swingler, not Swindler. I'm not trying to get nothing from you unless you're trying to pay me. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. Listen, Eric, thank you so much. Don't forget to watch Confident You podcast, and definitely, if you're in North Carolina, if you can get to North Carolina on September the 20th, you will get everything I got when I went through the course and more. This is powerful for your business. He built my confidence and my trust in me. He gave me value in what I give. He helped me to see the value in how I help others, and he helped me to see the value in how I need to reach out to even more, which is he's allowing me to do right now. So how to sell with confidence is definitely something I am telling you Eric Key is a master of, and he can teach you to do the same. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm just so excited you showed up today because so many people are getting value, and so many people will get value over the next few days, months, and years. And so thank you so much. Great information. I just want to, shout out a few people on the line that are really consistent with coming to our events. Daniel M., appreciate you for being here. Coral came from all the way from the UK. She's on the call. Chididja, thank you so much. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I was messing up, sorry. So those are people that are consistent. Success leaves clues. They're going to be successful, right? Because they hear this information and they're able to apply it. So we appreciate you being on today. And what I would ask again is share this on your social media platform, on all your social media. If you have an email list, send it to everybody because you want people to understand. Do you know that the information we teach not only is life-changing, but it can save lives. It can save lives. I mean, Marion just gave us a very touching story. Thank you for being transparent and open, right? It can save lives because when you're in a crisis situation, you think of stuff like this. Like when I have a crisis, an obstacle, right, I think about my personal development over the years. Right? I think about it that, in every adversity, there's an equal or greater benefit. I heard that 22 years ago, and I played in my head when something goes wrong, right? Equal or greater benefit, right? So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. I took a lot of notes. You talked to us about being mindful of the things we do, the people we meet, being grateful, right? Being helpful, right? And I just want to end with this. The best way to be selfish is not to fulfill your full potential in life. That is the best way to be selfish. Because number one, you are not taking advantage of the grace that God gave you. And number two, people are looking up to you. Somebody is counting on you. It could be your spouse. It could be your children. It could be your best friend. Somebody is counting on you. And if you don't use your skills and your abilities to do well, to make money, I'll say that because I believe in abundance, right? To make money, then you are doing not just yourself, but you're doing the people that know and love you. You're doing them a disfavor, all right? You have a book in you, you better get it out. You have a song in you, you better get it out. You have a course in you, you better get it out. The richest place in the world are graveyards because all this talent is there. that did not come out, right? So that's my charge to you today. Use this information to attain greatness, to help the people around you. Again, thank you so much, Marion Swingler. We're going to send this everywhere so people can see it. Appreciate you being up early today. And we will see oh, by the way, and lastly, don't miss my event on the 20th, September 20th. By the way, you don't even have to go to North Carolina. Just watch it. It's going to be on Zoom. Yeah, it's going to be on Zoom. So you don't actually have to go anywhere, right? Just register and show up and put on your camera, right? Because I want to shout you out, right? So that's all I have to say. successwitheric.com/summit. Thank you again, Marion Swingler, and we will see everybody on Wake Up and Win on Monday. Monday we do an audio room, so connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to get into my audio room. Last time we had over 150 people in there, and I'm having 4 speakers, so you want to get into the audio room on Monday. All right, take care, everybody. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.